The camera crews had barely finished rolling cables across the marble floors when word spread that Chanelle Haynes was officially moving into her father's new mansion in St. Louis. The moment carried a quiet electricity, not just because this was Nelly's daughter returning home, but because it marked the start of filming for Season 2 of We Belong Together, the reality show that fans have been buzzing about ever since Ashanti and Nelly revealed their married life to the world. And now, insiders say the energy in that mansion shifted the second Nana walked through those doors with her duffel bag and bright grin. From the outside, the home already looked like something out of a celebrity magazine. High gates, flawless landscaping, and cars lined up in the driveway. But according to people close to the family, the real magic was happening inside. Ashanti reportedly greeted Nana with open arms the moment she stepped in, creating what witnesses described as a genuine warmth that made even the production team pause their work. One crew member allegedly whispered, "She's not just a stepmom, she's the heartbeat of this whole set." As the cameras rolled quietly from a respectful distance, Nana took a slow walk through the kitchen, the living room, the music nook, places she had heard Ashanti pour her creativity into. And when the two women settled into a conversation near the giant picture window overlooking the backyard, fans believe that moment will become one of the most replayed scenes of the season. Nana reportedly joked that she hadn't even been in the house 10 minutes and already felt like she'd lived there for years. What sparked the most online chatter, though, was Nana's candid comment recorded during her first confessional. She spoke softly, smiling at the camera as she admitted, "My stepmother Ashanti knows how to put a smile on everybody's face. When she's filming, the joy just spreads. You don't even notice the cameras after a while." Fans immediately clipped the moment from leaked set reports and flooded social media with appreciation posts. Some even celebrated the dynamic as one of the healthiest blended families in the industry. Meanwhile, production insiders are saying that Season 2 is shaping up to be far more intimate than the first. Not messy or dramatic, but deeply personal. With Nana now living in the mansion, many scenes allegedly focus on how the family navigates creative life, private life, and parenthood all under one roof. One source claimed that the chemistry between the entire household created a filming atmosphere so smooth it almost didn't feel like reality TV at all. And part of that smoothness, rumor has it, comes from Ashanti's unique way of leading the vibe in every room. Whether she's rehearsing vocals in the studio, cooking a simple lunch, or helping Nana unpack boxes, she reportedly brings a sense of ease that makes everyone, from the camera operators to Nelly himself, feel grounded. Fans online have even begun calling her the glue, pointing to how naturally she brings the family together. But the soft emotions weren't the only thing building behind the scenes. As Nana settled into her new room, reportedly decorated with touches chosen by both Nelly and Ashanti, there was a quiet conversation happening elsewhere in the house. Some believe it's centered around how much of the family's private dynamic should appear on camera, and whether this season should pull back the curtain even more than fans expect. According to whispers from someone close to production, the discussion had layers, creative layers, emotional layers, and a few unexpected hesitations. Those hesitations didn't dampen the excitement, though. The first full day of filming captured laughter echoing down the hall, Ashanti singing softly to baby Kareem in the living room, and Nana talking passionately about her own music endeavors. She confirmed on camera that she planned to record while living at the mansion, calling it the perfect environment to stay motivated. And the moment Nelly walked into the room mid-conversation, smiling at both of them, the online fandom went wild. One thing became clear as the day went on. This new season wasn't just going to show the glamorous parts. It was shaping up to reveal the deeper bonds forming within the family, the creative pressures simmering underneath, and the choices they'd have to make as cameras follow their daily lives more closely than ever before. And right when the final scene of the day wrapped, Ashanti and Nana laughing over a shared joke near the staircase, something happened just off screen that left one producer whispering, "This might change the entire season's direction." By nightfall, the story had already moved in a direction no one expected, and what happened in that hallway, caught by a mic but not yet seen, left the entire crew wondering how tomorrow's shoot would unfold and whether the family was prepared for what the cameras captured next.
The next morning started with a kind of quiet that didn't match the energy of the previous day. A few crew members arrived early, whispering about what they overheard the night before. According to a rumored audio snippet that circulated among production, someone, believed to be a close family member, expressed concern about how fast everything was changing inside the mansion now that filming had resumed. The voice allegedly said they worried the cameras might capture more vulnerability than the family was ready to show. And although no names were mentioned, fans believe the comment may have been about Nana adjusting to life under the spotlight again. Ashanti, however, entered the kitchen with her usual morning calm, carrying baby Kareem on her hip and humming lightly. Her presence seemed to reset the energy instantly. Crew members noted that she had a way of making everyone feel centered, like she was quietly setting the tone before the cameras even turned on. When Nana walked in moments later, the two shared the kind of easy laugh that made viewers fall in love with the blended family from the very beginning. But behind their smiles, insiders say there was a subtle sense of something unspoken lingering in the air. As filming resumed, the producers encouraged Nana to talk more about her music goals for the season. She opened up comfortably, describing how living with her father and stepmother inspired her creatively and how she wanted to showcase more of her artistry this year. But halfway through the discussion, a small emotional shift happened, barely noticeable unless you were paying close attention. Nana paused, glanced off camera, and took a breath, like she was deciding whether to say something heavier. Then she brushed it off and kept talking. But insiders claim that moment set off quiet conversations among the production team. Meanwhile, Nelly spent most of the morning in the backyard studio reviewing plans for upcoming shoots. According to someone close to him, he was determined to make this season feel honest, showing the real rhythm of their home life. He reportedly said he wanted fans to see their joy, their challenges, and the way the family protects each other even when the cameras roll. His focus seemed partly on making sure Ashanti didn't feel overwhelmed, especially with baby Kareem now toddling around the house. But there was also the added layer of wanting Nana to feel truly included, not just featured. Ashanti and Nelly filmed a sit-down scene that afternoon, and it quickly became one of the most emotional moments of the day. They talked about marriage, harmony, blended family dynamics, and the meaning of legacy. Their voices were soft, but the weight behind their words was unmistakable. At one point, Nelly allegedly reached for Ashanti's hand, telling her in a low tone that having everyone under one roof made him feel complete in a way he wasn't expecting. It was raw, tender, and so unexpectedly deep that one producer reportedly had their tears in their eyes behind the monitor. But while the couple was strengthening their bond, social media was buzzing with speculation. Fans noticed that Nana hadn't posted to her Instagram story since moving into the mansion, a break from her usual online activity. Some began to wonder if she was adjusting well, while others suspected she was simply focused on filming. A few rumored comments suggested she might be feeling pressure to present a picture-perfect image for the reality show. And even though nothing negative had surfaced publicly, the sudden silence left room for theories to grow. That evening, production shifted to a family dinner scene, something warm, lively, and unscripted. Ashanti cooked, Nelly joked, and Nana looked right at home. Even baby Kareem brought a spark of chaos, throwing a spoon on the floor and laughing like he knew he was the star of the moment. But while everyone else was caught up in the laughter, a cameraman reportedly caught a subtle flash of emotion pass across Nana's face. Quick, almost hidden, like a thought she wasn't ready to voice. And that fleeting expression would end up being the talk of the entire crew later. After dinner, Ashanti invited Nana into the music room for a mother-daughter style moment. The two sat at the piano, singing softly while Kareem played with a tiny drum. The vibe was tender and uplifting, so pure that everyone watching from behind the cameras felt it. But when the singing stopped, the room fell quiet, and that's when Nana finally spoke the words she had been holding back. That moving in, while beautiful and exciting, also made her feel a pressure she couldn't fully explain. She admitted she wanted to make her father proud, honor her stepmother's support, and still protect her own identity. It was honest, emotional, and completely unexpected. Ashanti responded with calm understanding, reminding her that she didn't need to earn a place in the family. She already had one. Insiders say that moment became one of the strongest emotional anchors of the season. But just as the two embraced, the boom mic caught a faint sound in the hallway, a door closing, followed by hushed voices. Someone had overheard the entire conversation, and the energy immediately shifted. The producers exchanged glances, unsure whether to follow the moment or give the family privacy. The camera stopped rolling shortly after, but the tension didn't fade. As the crew packed up equipment, whispers spread about who was listening at the door and why. Some believe it was Nelly, worried about his daughter's emotional load. Others think it may have been a secondary cast member or even someone from production. What they all agreed on, though, was that the incident would push the family dynamic into an entirely new direction. And with the next day's filming schedule already adjusted, everyone wondered whether tomorrow would bring clarity or deepen the mystery that had just begun inside the mansion.